writer, and
I
journalist.
was listening. I was listening to you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Javier.
Yeah, I was listening to you, and I have to say that I cannot agree more with you. There's a lot of people around talking badly about cigars, and we don't have to collaborate with them. We only have to talk right things about cigars. It's the only thing that we have to do. It's what I do too. So,
fantastic.
no, I wait here. I just wait here.
No problem. No problem. You can
having my coffee.
Yeah, very good. What time is it in your part of Spain, Javier?
It's nearly 10 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I'm going around early in the morning to lead my dog and smoke a cigar, which is what I do every day. Come back home, make my breakfast, have my coffee, and you have come with me, Sam, this morning for the lead of the dog, because I've been listening to you with Eric, and so I've been listening to you, and now just wait for my go. So just here.
Fantastic, excellent. Thank you very much, Javier. We'll cross over to you soon. Ali, just to finish off, I'd like to really say thank you for your time today, Ali. It's been a pleasure talking to you. And more so, I think, as I mentioned before, it's this Zoom call and our social media. It's great that we're connecting with people outside of our regular sort of viewpoint, and connecting with people all over the world. Eric before in Hong Kong, yourself in Kuwait. I think it just speaks volumes of the strength of our industry in terms of how wide we're connected, and it is truly a fraternity. So yeah, I'd like to say thank you very much for joining us today. It's been a pleasure talking to you. And if you do not follow Ali on Instagram or social media yet, please do so. His cigar reviews, are fantastic. And obviously, once COVID's over and you're traveling through the Middle East, do stop by Kuwait and say hello to Ali.
You are welcome anytime, my friend. Thank you for this. It was an honor. Thank you, Jeremiah. Thank you, everybody. It's a great concept. I hope all the best for all of us, and wish you all the best in the other interview.
Fantastic. Thanks very much for your time, Ali.
And Ali, before you go, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you for your ambassadorship for the cigar rights of the world. I know that it's extremely important for myself, for our president, Reinhard Porrick, who's leading the organization, but also for all of those cigar smokers everywhere in the world who want to protect their rights, who want to make sure that the one thing which gives them a superior quality in their daily lives is preserved, and these traditions can be passed on for generation to generation. And I know, Ali, how active you are. I understand how much you bring forward in getting the message across and making sure that people mobilize themselves. You are a very precious ambassador, and from everybody at the Cigar Rights of the World, we'd like to thank you for your commitment. It's truly appreciated.
It's an honor to be in this situation and in this session and this community. It was an honor to be with all of you. I wish you all the best.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Ali. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. All right, we're a little bit early, Javier, but I'm more than happy to pass the torch to you, my friend. I just made you the host for the next 2-hour segment that you'll be leading. And I look forward to your session. I'll stay on and listen in for a little while. Yeah, I'll pass the torch to you to continue this fantastic 26-hour marathon of Meet the Professor. It's been a true delight. Jeremiah, Reinhard's not here, but Jeremiah, thank you very much for the invitation. It's been superb, my friend. A true vision of a fantastic effort for 1 year in, and it's been a pleasure to be a part of. And yeah, call me up in a year's time when we do the second one.
I'll call you up in a month's time. Hopefully, I'll be able to get an aircraft and we'll be smoking cigars together in Malaysia. I already miss you. Thank you so much for your help. You rock, Sam. You're the best.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Thanks very much, guys. Thank you, Ali, again, and to everyone who Facebook, thanks for tuning in. It's been a great session, and I hope you learned a little bit something new and met a few people. So thank you very much.
Bye, Sam. See you soon, my friend.
Gracias.
So I'm in charge. I'm in charge now, Reinhard, Jeremiah. I'm in charge. I can do whatever I want. I'm the host.
All right, this is where everything goes wrong. This is where the show starts crashing. This is where we have to phone the ambulance and the police.
This is where meet the professor becoming meet the pupil.
All right, Javier. Hey, Amar, how are you?
I'm good, guys. How about yourself? Great.
Amazing
great
to see you. Amazing. All right, Javier's gonna rock this.
Okay, so now just a little word about me. My name is Javier Blanco Duarte. I live in Madrid, in Spain. I've been working in the cigar industry for more than 20 years as a journalist. I'm the Spanish contributor in the Cigar Journal magazine. And I have my own web blog, of course, that is called Burkina, a strange name. Probably needs an explanation that maybe I can do it later. And of course, I'm glad and honored of being now in charge of the show, of the Meet the Professor show. That, as I said, now is coming to the Meet the Pupil show. I've been following not all in a row because it's not easy, but I've been following, and it's been amazing, the show, how it's going around the world to show you how the difference of the cigar world all around the world, but in the same way that we are all the same. We are very long away, but we are all the same. So it's been amazing, the show. It's been good, and I'm glad to have here with me Amar Ali from Pakistan, from Spain to Pakistan. Isn't it amazing, Amar? Isn't it amazing?
It is, man. It's great how the whole world's getting connected to a common passion.
Yeah, it's they've been talking. Sammy's been talking from Kuala Lumpur to Hong Kong to Kuwait, and Reinhard, that I know he's in Austria, Jeremiah from Brussels, and people from the United States, and Alex from Brazil, here from Spain. And we are all together like a family. We are all the same, but we are all different, and that is very good. And I want to say one thing about Pakistan, that that Pakistan, the name of the country, means the country of the pure, isn't it?
Yes, it does. It does.
Yeah, the country of the pure. What's in Spanish is El País de los Puros. And los puros in Spanish are the cigars. So you live in the country of the cigars.
Yeah, we do live in the country of the cigars.
Sí.
And another thing I'll let you know, that the founder of Pakistan, actually, Mr. Jinnah, was a big cigar aficionado himself. So a lot of the cigar smokers in Pakistan are basically look up to him, and that's how they picked up the habit.
Yeah, so so you have it. You have in the foundation of the country and in the name, Pakistan is the country of cigars, and the founder of the country was a big cigar smoker like Winston Churchill. Yeah,
Yeah. Yes, totally.
Probably they share cigars. Eh? Probably they
apparently did smoke cigars together at some point. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, because it's one thing that cigar smokers we do, yeah, is share cigars with others, yeah? Interchange cigars. So it's it's amazing. So before starting with you, we're going to talk about the cigars and the smokers in your country and in Spain too. But before that, I have to play a video that I have it ready. Let me see if I'm. I know Jeremiah now is trembling. What is he touching? Is here. Now I have it ready. And the video is. I think it's here. Let me see. No, I don't find it. I have it ready here. Yeah, I have it here. Yeah, let's put the video then. Maybe this one. Do you see anything? Oh.
No, not yet.
Javier, never mind. You know, we just threw that thing with the video out there in order to get everybody.
I will try it later.
Don't you worry at all.
I will try it later. I'm more made of for stones and woods than computers. So, Jose Blanco.
Excuse me. Good morning, everybody. I'm still alive. People thought I would not be around. I was just still tired from the jet lag. My brother Ali, great to see you. Reinhard, you're a champ. My cousin Javier. Amar, very nice to meet you, sir. So I will hear a little bit. My cousin Javier, you know, you have to really go slow on him because Javier is, you know, he looks very good for 85 years old. So we'll see.
I have told you several times, and I appreciate much that you give me the chance to say it again, that it's not true that we are relatives. You are not my cousin. You are my uncle. So everyone should know.
I heard Jeremiah praising yourself. So if Spain's on the call, we're in trouble. Reinhard, my congratulations. Have you gone straight through this all night, or have you dozed off?
To be honest, I had a 15 minutes power nap. But like when you have something like this going on next, like even when you go to bed, there is no sleep. Like you're always checking the phone. I was watching the Facebook live stream even when I was sort of passing out. Like there is no sleep. But
I don't know if Carlito's still around. I know my cousin Joey Blanco is my other cousin. He's Javier's his uncle. But I can tell you, Carlito was so excited last night. He kept telling me, I can't believe this. And I mean, I got to give credit to you, of course, and Jeremiah. I did a little bit into this.
Jose, you actually did a very large bit to this whole thing. I mean, you have been the centerpiece of this entire show.
But anyway, well, I'm an old man, you know, and a COVID survivor, so I can get away with anything. Okay, I mean,
Jose,
hey, oh my God.
You got to stop lying to everybody. Javier is not your cousin. He's your great grandson. You got to get it straight.
Jeremiah, let me tell you something. You know, the ball busting that I have gone through with Carlito for the last 36 hours. And I'm glad, because, you know, I've named you Carlito Numbnuts 1 and you Numbnuts 2. I told Carlito that probably on Monday you're going to get my resignation because I just can't take it anymore. I can't take it anymore.
Nice to see you, man. And I can't believe you're up. I mean, this is amazing.
Yeah. Well, look, I still have a little bit
jet lag.
I have a little bit of jet lag.
You are back home, Jose?
No, he's not back home.
No.
There goes Jose.
No,
there we go.
Problem,
he's not back home. And Javier, if you look behind Jose, there's two possibilities. Either he just filmed a very cheap sex flick, or I won't go after the second one. I'm not going to go after the second one.
Hey, get some sleep. Let my work. Javier, let's go.
Okay, let's go then. Well, right, I cannot play the bye Reinhard, right? Bye.
Oh, we'll be here. No worries.
Okay. I saw you waving. And I said, okay, let's go with
Jose to say thank you.
Let's go with Amar. That sound. Let's see. I can.
Are we still doing the video?
I don't know. It's okay.
The video, brother. Honestly.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's go with Amar then. I told you that he's in Karachi, in Pakistan, in the country of the pure, in the country, el país de los puros. And what do you do there, Amal? What is your
So
role?
I'm a banker. I've been in corporate and investment banking for the last 10 years. And I think I've been smoking cigars for the last 15 years, maybe. I'm not in the cigar industry so much, but in the last year during the pandemic, I started my own cigar subscription here because we found a lot of new budding cigar smokers at the time. So I set up a cigar subscription by the name of Pakistan Cigar Aficionados. We introduced a wide variety of cigars, some from Fuente, some from Padron, some from Brew Estate, and then a lot of cigars from Cuba as well, because those seem to be the popular ones.
So you are not, let's say you are not professional, but you are in the cigar world because you
I
well,
am, yeah.
yeah, of course. Every single person that smokes cigars are inside the cigar world. Cigar world is very open for this, and you know, it's very warm welcome everyone to join us and to feel that it's part of it. So, but you started smoking 15 years ago.
Yes.
You mean before that you didn't even smoke cigarettes nor anything?
No, so I always knew I wanted to smoke cigars, and I was in London around 15 years ago, and that's when I picked up my first Cohiba Maduro 5 from the cigar room at Harrods, and then it's been going on since then. I do smoke cigarettes on and off, but cigars are where my two passions are.
Yeah, they're quite different. And as Ali has said in the hour before with some quite different products, that we have to make an effort for people to understand how different are cigars from cigarettes, including, although they come from tobacco, both come from tobacco, but it's not the same plant, it's not the same process, it's not the same nothing. I like to say, you know, here we have in Spain a very nice tomato soup that is called gazpacho, and it's very nice for summer. And I always say people that cigars and cigarettes are the same if gazpacho and ketchup are the same. You know, both come from tomato, but we know that are quite different products. It's like, and it's one thing that you realize when you step on the cigar world. When you are looking out from outside, you don't realize, you think that tobacco is tobacco, but it's not true.
Yeah, no, not at all, not at all. I mean, there's no flavor or anything to look forward to in a cigarette, really, except for the nicotine buzz. But with a cigar, it's the whole experience. Nicotine buzz is just something that you get with it.
Yeah, and for example, one thing that is very different, at least here in Spain, that cigar smokers are always older. You know, it's very strange to see people younger than 30, 35 years old that step in the cigar world. Of course, they smoke cigarettes. Young people smoking cigarettes, but cigar is like more. You have to become more reflexive, more reasonable, more mature.
Yeah. No, so even in Pakistan, I would say I'm one of the younger smokers. Even the average age of a smoker in Pakistan is around 45, 50. I fall on the very low end of the spectrum in my 30s. So yeah, I think that's the same all over the world. You don't find a lot of very young cigar smokers.
Yeah. Yeah, it's we have to insist in that difference. We have to take the benefit of the social media and the access that we have to insist very much in that it's not the same cigarettes and cigars. It's not the same kind of consumer. It's not the same product. It's not the same process. It's not the same nothing. And defend our product, that is the cigar, the premium cigar. So what do you do that is directly related with the cigars?
So I started a cigar subscription last year by the name of Pakistan Cigar Aficionados. We have around 100 members who receive a sampler pack of 4 cigars every month. We send notes on the background, on the grower, on the manufacturer, on what kind of notes to expect. And then we expect a feedback, and we do get it from a lot of the members who tell us what they like, what they didn't like, what kind of cigars they prefer. We're basically helping people explore what they like in cigars. And there was this concept in Pakistan earlier that only Cuba makes good cigars. So we're trying to change that. And then in the last 2-3 years, a couple of distributors have also come in who are marketing non-Cuban or New World cigars in a big way. So now we've got Mr. Shafiq Mirza, who's a big cigar aficionado himself. He's introduced Davidoff to Pakistan. He's introduced Aganorsa. He's introduced my father, all these big brands to Pakistan. And I think there's some talk of 28 selection coming here as well. So you're getting a good variety. So it's just what I'm trying to do is get that variety out to a lot of the consumers so that they understand what all's on offer and they can enjoy things other than Habanos as well.
Yeah. So you are trying to make the culture of cigars wider in Pakistan, yeah, to open minds, to try. Of course, Cuban cigars are great.
Yeah, they are, no doubt.
Yeah, of course, we share the same taste for Cuban cigars. I see that you're smoking an Hoyo de Monterrey, Doble Corona. Yeah. But
I was at the beach today. Yeah, so
yes,
I thought I have
quite a lot of more things in the world to smoke great cigars from what we call New World, but we have always from the Dominican Republic, from Nicaragua, Honduras, Mexico, from the Canary Islands. You know that we have cigar production here in Spain, in the Canary Islands, that with a long tradition. Jose Blanco knows it very well. That is again with us here.
Oh, nice. No, I was not aware of that.
Yeah.
I've been hearing.
Look forward to trying those.
Excuse me, cousin. The Wi-Fi has been a little bit unstable here, and I didn't hear part of the conversation. But I think that what has happened worldwide is that for many years, Cuba was the first. They were a leader for many years, and because of the political situation and because of all the great.
Oops.
We've lost Jose.
Yeah, Wi-Fi difficulties for Jose Blanco.
Yeah.
So, well, do you feel that things are changing with your subscription? Do you feel that people are more open to try new things and to experiments?
Yes, definitely. We've come to a point where people are actively seeking out more non-Cuban cigars, trying to expand their palate. Non-Cuban cigars are doing quite well in the country. That's why you've got every major supplier, every major manufacturer is represented in one way or the other in Pakistan now.
Yeah, I think it's impossible to avoid the comparisons. In Spain is a very old cigar tradition and always related with Cuba, but it's normal because we have a straight brotherhood with Cubans. We've been in the same country for many years. But Jose, you're back. Are you okay? Well, but it's nothing to go against any tobacco origin. It's only to make the taste wider and without making comparisons, which are, I think, sometimes are unavoidable, because the cigar smokers here in Spain, the taste they are used to is that kind of taste, that kind of aroma. But now, including the Cuban cigars, for me, in the last 10, 15 years, they have changed a lot too. They have opened a lot more, at least that is my sensation, that the cigars from Cuba 20 years ago were very different than what they are now. What do you think about that? Amar? Well, I am now, I think I'm all alone here with Amar is frozen. Jose is full.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
I can do a striptease. I can do the striptease that we agree in.
You're never alone. You're never alone. I always have your back, Javier. Whether you know it or not, the Godfather has your back. Don't worry.
I'm here too. I'm here also, Uncle.
Uncle, great grandson,
nephew. Well,
here, Amar's back. All right, Amar's back. Out of here.
Amar is back. Amar. So, I was saying that that I have to open you the microphone. Yeah. That's it. But I was saying that the taste of the cigars have changed a lot since 15 years ago. Have you noticed the same, Amar?
I have, yes, I have. They're both coming closer and closer to each other every year. Especially, I don't know if the flavor so much, but at least the sizes. You're seeing a lot bigger ring gauges and longer cigars in Cuba now. I think that
Yeah.
comes directly from the non-Cuban portfolio.
Yeah, of course. And if
That's
you
how the
make
market's changing. Yeah.
and if you make the ghost ring wider, you have to rebalance very well the blend to give the same, because you are obtaining more air, so it's not easy. But I was not talking about the old and classic Cuban cigars that are the same, but the new releasements that they are making. They are making an offer more open too for more people, and so it's not the same. It's like when they say, no, this is an Habano from a classic Habano and it's not the same. They have changed. They have changed a lot, but it's difficult to avoid those comparisons, because you can find cigars now in Spain from Nicaragua, from the Dominican Republic, from Honduras, and from Mexico, from a lot of
Yeah.
countries that are very good, but are not the same. Of course, they are not the same, and they don't pretend to be the same.
Yeah. No, but whenever we have a horse from Pakistan, there's a standard topic of conversation. Every time we're going to spend at least 20 minutes on discussing which cigars are better. And I think that is the case all over the world, right? It's very friendly banter, but it happens every single time.
Yeah. So it's amazing. The thing I said in the beginning. It's amazing that we are in quite different parts of the world, very long way. But at the end, it's more or less is the same. Yeah?
Yeah, having very similar conversations. Yes.
Yeah. Have you felt the impact of the pandemic in your activity in the subscription? Has it gone worse or better or?
So the cigar culture in Pakistan is actually, it's improved because of the pandemic. People had a lot of time. They really had time to explore their hobbies. A lot of people were smoking cigars earlier, but they really got together during the pandemic through various events, and then the subscription coming up, and the other distributors organizing Zoom calls once in a while. So yeah, everybody got a lot closer. People started smoking a lot more cigars. I think there was an overall boom in the cigar scene in Pakistan during the pandemic.
Yeah, same in Spain. It's amazing. It's like I don't know. I think that maybe the coronavirus has given us the chance to stop and think. That is sometimes is very good. Yeah, stop and think.
Yeah.
And maybe a lot of people has said, let's go and do it. Yeah, it's I feel attracted by cigars, but it's not good for health. And but let's go and do it. I don't know. It's a strange phenomenon, because I've noticed in Spain too, and
Yeah.
of course a lot of young people coming into the cigar world. People, I don't know, from the 20 to 30 years that are coming into cigar world too. And it's been since the pandemic. Do you think the same? Well,
Yeah, I know. I feel like people have a lot more time to explore their passions and hobbies. And I guess cigar smoking is something which requires a lot of time. So people have that now. And so yeah, I guess that's why it is booming. I don't know whether it's all over the world, but at least in Pakistan, and now I know that in Spain it's increased a lot.
Yeah. It's, you have more time, and well, you have very good weather in Karachi for sure to smoke in the street. It's not so easy in Spain in winter. In Madrid is very cold. What I have on my back is not Madrid. It's Spain, but it's not Madrid. Madrid is very cold, and in winter you have a lot of difficulties to find places where you can smoke a cigar and relax. No, it's not so easy as people think. Maybe in the south of Spain, it's
Yeah,
more
no, so
sun.
yeah. No, you're right. So in Karachi, the weather is quite moderate. Actually, it's quite hot these days, but in the winters, it's perfect for cigar smoking outside.
Yeah.
So even today, the weather wasn't so bad, so I decided to come to the beach and have this call. I love smoking cigars at the beach.
Yep. So, but the real difficulty that we have here in Spain, the smokers, is to find a place where we can smoke. Do you have the same problem there?
We do, yes, because even here, smoking indoors is not allowed any longer. Earlier, it was frowned upon. Now it's not allowed. But another thing that's happened because of the pandemic is all restaurants have moved outdoors because they're not allowed to serve inside. So all the cigar smokers have got like multiple places to smoke these days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here in Spain, the crazy thing that happens during the pandemic is that the government declared that the smoke of cigars or cigarettes, because they always go for the cigarettes, but and, you know, in the background, the cigars, we suffer the same persecution. But they decided that it was likely more probably to transmit the virus if you were smoking. So they banned smoking in the streets. It's during the pandemic in Spain, it's forbidden to smoke in the street. You have to, if you want to smoke, you have to have a space 2 meters around of security for, you know, it's like what are you doing? So imagine that although all this situation, although all the prohibitions, cigar is booming in Spain. There's a lot of people smoking cigars, but at home, I guess. So,
Yeah, even here. So in Pakistan, people have generally smoked cigars at home. We don't have a big lounge culture. We do have 1 or 2 lounges in all the major cities, but you don't see people going there very often. Mostly just to buy cigars, not to sit and smoke. So yeah, that hasn't changed at all.
Well, I miss a lot all the society, you know, all the relation with people, the events, all these things. I miss it a lot to see the legs of the people when we are talking about cigars. Is become quite important to understand that behind this square you have. Well, I am on pajamas. But you know that underneath this square there are legs and there are people, and you know, it's I miss that a lot from this the pandemic. But when we can go and smoke outside home. In Spain, we have a lot of difficulties to find a place where you can smoke and relax. You know, I don't mean bothering anyone. I don't, when I smoke cigars, I don't like I don't like disturb anyone with my smoke. But you know, I have the right to my space too, to a place where I can enjoy my pleasures.
So I have a question. Since Javier, you've been in the cigar industry for a while. Do you think we will ever see a mix of Cuban and non-Cuban tobacco in cigars? Could we have an Opus X with Cuban fillers or Cuban binders?
Well, Cuba produces a lot of tobacco. It's not only the Cuban tobacco that is produced in Pinar del Río, in Vuelta Abajo. You have Vuelta Arriba, Remedios, Partido. There's a lot of Cuban tobacco. So you can find some cigars with Cuban tobacco. For example, in Spain, in the Canary Islands, some of the cigars that they do, they don't have leaves from Vuelta Abajo, but they have but it could be interesting to see that. I have thought about that a lot of times that could be interesting to blend.
That'd be very interesting.
Yeah, but not only the tobacco leaves from from Vuelta Arriba or from Remedios, but the real Vuelta Abajo leaves to blend it with tobaccos from Dominican Republic, Brazil, and to see, you know, 3 or 4 months ago, I don't remember, I make an interview on Instagram to a great tobacco person that is Ernesto Perez Carrillo. We have a 1 hour talking about cigars, and he told me one thing that for me was like he astonished me, that he passed the lockdown. He passed it in Miami, and he said, "Well, I have time to make my experiments, to make taste, to make the trials, and my conclusion," he said, "my conclusion is that we don't know even the 30% of the possibilities," which I say, okay, if Ernesto Pérez Carrillo know only the 30%, I know the 1%. But you know, the possibilities, the blend possibilities, is very big. Is we don't know what can it finish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that could happen. That could happen. Why not?
Yeah, that'd be very, very interesting to see some of the blenders from the new world experimenting with Cuban tobacco.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's you know, it's one of the things that I love from tobacco world is the easy way that you can get close to people like Ernesto Pérez Carrillo. You know that he's it's like some kind of Wikipedia of tobacco. He knows everything, and the way they talk with some is the people so humble. Yeah, they are truly that way. No, because there's a lot of people that say no, I know nothing, but in they are saying, they are really saying, I know a lot. It's not a real, but these guys are, you know,
They're very humble, very, very approachable as well.
yeah. But truly humble. You know, it's not pretending to be humble. They are that way. They have learned that the tobacco at the end always put you in your place. It's a question of time. So, do you have contact with producers and for your social media, for your do you have a contact with them?
So I do have interaction with the Do Estate guys once in a while. Then I've spoken to Nick Melillo once.
Nick.
From Foundation, yeah, but not so much. No. I am aware of all of them. We have interacted on social media once in a while, but no, I don't really have a relationship with any of them. I've spoken to Carlito once on one of the calls, which was organized by the UAE Cigar Club.
Well, it's you know, it's very good that these great people from the industry are so close. When you want to knock on their doors, they normally they go with you, and they help a lot. They help a lot because cigars are about the people that we are in, that are here. So people, the cigar smokers, like watching the face that is behind the cigar.
Yeah, for sure. It really makes a difference, and you can really tell their personality from the kind of cigars that come out of their factories.
Yeah, it's so they help a lot when you want to talk about cigars or for your subscriptions. I'm sure they help a lot that these great names from tobacco industry because it's very important. You know, it's not like one of the main difference with cigarettes is that you know who is behind a brand of cigarettes. Nobody. Big
there's no art in blending a cigarette, I guess.
Yeah, but behind a cigar, there's always a face. There's always a person there. Yeah. So what do you normally smoke? I see that you are smoking this Hoyo de Monterrey, Doble Corona.
Yeah, so I basically smoke anything I can get my hands on, any premium cigar, which you can see from my Instagram as well, Pakistani Cigar Aficionado. Lately, though, because I've been smoking a lot, I've been sort of shifting towards Habanos and the super premium stuff like Fuente and Padrones. But I like to experiment. I like to see what all's out there. My preference is slightly stronger and spicier cigars. So like Bolivar or the Partagas, or even the Padron Anniversary Series, the Liga Privada, the Opus X. These are some of the cigars I like to smoke. But one cigar which I really need to mention is the Tabernacle by Foundation Cigars. That's one of the best cigars in the world.
Yeah. So you like the strength, eh? You like the
Yeah,
punch, the punch.
yeah.
You like the
Yeah.
cigars that makes your hair grow in the press. You know, it's no. I go for medium. I go for medium. My goal is medium strength, more aromatic, and but they have to be complex, you know, fun. They have to transmit emotion. But I prefer those kind. Of course, it's one thing that I smoke a lot of cigars, different cigars. And there's a friend of mine once tell me, hey, Javier, you like everything. I say, no, I of course I like everything, but I prefer these medium cigars. But when I smoke a cigar that is not my profile, it's not my cigar, I always look for the way of talking about the cigar for anyone else, because there's always a person for every cigar. There is always one person. But it's true, I like everything.
Yes. So mild seems to be mild and medium bodied. Yeah. Even I'm not saying I was telling you my preferences. Although I like everything, like I love smoking Hoyos as well, especially during the daytime. I love the Davidoff Signature Series or Hoyo, the new Hoyo, the Sirle Hoyo line. But again, I've noticed in my subscription that mild and medium seems to be the preference. Yeah, that's a beautiful smoke.
Yeah, that's the Signature 2000, 2000, yeah? Signature 2000. Yeah. Yeah, I like those kind of cigars. Smile in the morning, for example. I prefer this kind of cigars because to smoke, or the one you're smoking. You know, Hoyo de Monterrey is one of the best Cuban for me. And you know, in the morning when you smoke that cigar with the coffee, and you know, it's very nice.
Yeah, so the Davidoff Signature 2000 is my go-to breakfast smoke.
Yeah, we have a new guest. Imagen de perfil, Emiliano. I know, it's Felipe, yeah. También, ¿no? Felipe.
Ahora editar imagen de perfil.
Let's see. Yeah. I can mute everyone.
You're enjoying your power, huh?
Yeah. I can, that Jeremiah is here and Reinhard and Jose, they are here. They have you don't see it in Facebook, but in the Zoom, I can see their squares here, and I can spell them. I can say, okay, well, I could do it if I knew how, but I don't know how to do it, but I could. Yeah, so I was saying that that kind of smokes in the morning with the coffee, and at the end, it's very true that there's a cigar for every person, but there is a cigar for every moment too.
For sure. So, like I was telling you, one of the distributors in Pakistan, Mr. Shafi, he's insane when it comes to cigars, right? He smokes 8 cigars a day, and he's got a very set humidor for each time of the day, and he will go on and on about what he smokes for during the day, what he smokes for lunch, what he smokes for dinner. So yeah, there are people like that.
Yeah. I couldn't hear you very well because I have heard some screaming around you.
Yeah, I'm at the beach, so there's some kids making noise. Yeah. No, I was just saying, there's this one person I know who's one of the distributors in Pakistan. He's got a very set humidor for each time of the day. I mean, he's smoking around 8 or 9 cigars a day, so he knows exactly what he likes in the morning, what he likes in the afternoon, what he likes in the evening. And then he'll go on and on about what he likes. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's very
always,
interesting. It's a very interesting conversation. Yeah.
that's very good. I always say that the real cigar expert is the one that knows what he likes or what she likes. They are the real experts. You know, it's not about how much do you know, how much brands do you know, how much do you know about the processes, or how much
Yeah.
people you know. It's about what the tobacco can tell you about yourself. So
Yeah.
really, it's that is the real expert, yeah, the guy that,
Yeah.
you know, one thing about Churchill, they said that
Uh-huh.
he never smoked the last third of the cigar. Have you heard that, Amar?
That's, and that's very interesting because I personally feel that the last third of the cigar is actually the best part.
Yeah, yeah, but it's you know, it's one of the icons of the cigar is Winston Churchill. I want to talk about Winston Churchill, but because Amar told me that he likes Churchill, the historic character, a lot, and for sure he's an icon of the cigars, because he's very difficult to imagine the picture of Winston Churchill, the great premier, without the cigar in the hand. Yeah, but you know, I saw the cigar that they auction. That was a cigar smoked by Winston Churchill that apparently he left in Charles de Gaulle Airport in Paris. He left a cigar there, and for the first thing, he cut the cigar very close to the ring. You know, he made a very big cut that was like you know, this size of the cut. The cigar was cut here. That's the first thing. And the second, he left more than the last third of the cigar. So at the end, he was smoking maybe half of the cigar. And
Yeah.
I like this example because nobody would say that he was a bad smoker. He was a very good smoker because he knew what he wanted.
Yeah, I personally feel there are no real rules to cigar smoking. You can light it how you want, you can cut it how you want, you can cut it where you want from. Really up to you how you enjoy it.
Yeah, that's very true. There's one thing that I have tried to do hard with my weblog here in Spain, Burkina. I told you that the name of the name, I knew I was going to explain it. The name of the weblog Burkina is because it's a real territory of freedom, and it's what we need in cigar world. We need freedom, and we need it in two ways. Of course, we need freedom because we don't have where to smoke, and we need less pressure from the governments. But of course, we need freedom to enjoy the cigar the way we like, because there's a lot of rules that you are supposed to respect, like you have to cut the cigar 2 millimeters, you have to put the cigar in a 45 degrees angle to light it, and it's not like no, just cut, light, enjoy, and that's all. Yeah? It's the only rule.
Yeah, that's what I subscribe to. Yeah, cut, light, and enjoy.
Yeah, just no more. You know, cut, light, and enjoy. And there's a discussion, for example, here the sommeliers, they do light the cigar first, and then they cut, and then they give it to the consumer. And there's a lot of people that give an explanation for that. And they ask me, do you do it that way? And I say, no, I cut, I put it in my mouth, I breathe through the cigar when it's cold, and then I light, and that's the way I like it.
Yeah, it really depends on how you like it. So when I was really getting into cigars and researching a lot and watching a lot of videos and reading stuff, one of the favorite videos I came across was of Mr. Gordon Mott from Cigar Aficionado magazine, where he explains how somebody in Cuba lit a cigar for him with 3 matches without cutting it first. So I tried doing that. It was a different experience, but I think I prefer the faster way with a jet lighter and a quick cut.
Yeah, you know, it's nothing is wrong. Everything is okay. That's the good thing. It's not wrong. It's only that if you like it, that's it. For example, there's in Spain there's a lot of people that have they they wet the cigar on the spirit. They do it. A lot of people. The head of the cigar, they have the glass of a spirit and they put it into the liquid. They do it that way to smoke it. Of course, for me, it's not good for cigars. That is not good for cigar. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I prefer to smoke and to drink and to put the aromas together in the mouth. But when they say, no, this is good or bad, I can do this or not, I always say, you like it? Yes, do it.
So because of the subscription, because of the subscription that I'm running, I do get a lot of messages from people asking me on how to smoke cigars, what to start with. So I usually do recommend some cigars to start with, but I'm like, smoke it just. And then people get really obsessed about humidity and preserving them. I'm like, just keep them the way you want in a simple Tupperware box, and enjoy them the way you want to. Don't think too much about it. Because I feel like if you're
enjoy.
I feel like if you're too careful with them, then it takes the fun out of smoking it.
Out of what?
I'm saying if you're too careful in keeping your cigars a certain way and smoking them a certain way and lighting them a certain way, you get too frustrated by the time you get to smoking.
Yeah. And that's why I say that Winston Churchill was very, very good at smoking, because he really knew what he liked. And it doesn't matter if he didn't smoke the last third of the cigar or not. That is the one that but it's not my favorite. My favorite is always the second third.
Okay, I prefer the last third. That's where all the flavors really come together. And it's a strength thing, right?
Yeah, when it goes to the intensity of the end, the cigar is the temperature has grown, is more, but for me, the best part of the cigar for me is the second third, what the French call the divine. The French people, they say that the first third of the cigar is the foin, the grass. The second is the divine, and the third one they call it the purin, what is called in English is called I don't know the word in English now. El estiércol in Spanish. Well,
brother, the purin is the shit of the horse.
That's it.
The shit of the horse. Man, this is broadcasted out of Basel, Switzerland. You can say whatever you want, Javier. Don't worry. And your great grandfather is not on the show to correct you. So go ahead.
Jeremiah, I'm listening to every word, and because this is recorded, when I go in front of the judge to sue you for every penny you have, you will regret this day.
The Godfather is waiting for you, motherfucker.
So I can be rude then?
Oh yeah. It's not that you can be rude. We're expecting you to, liven up your wording,
Well, I was trying to find another word that was not shit or cow ass or horse ass. What is the pourrin and in French? So that is where the last third of the cigar gets the more intensity, of course. But I prefer the second one. I sometimes feel that where you can see the art of the master blender and the roller is more in the second third, that the temperature is more under control. Because if you smoke too fast, for example, there's a lot of people that smoke very fast, you are going to have more intensity at the end.
Yeah. So I'm one of those people. Like I can go through a double Corona in an hour.
Yeah, you are the kind of people that like the seat of the horse.
Yeah, I do. I guess I do like the seat of the horse. Yeah.
Have you ever gone to the Origin, Ahmad? Have you ever gone?
No, I haven't. It's my dream to go on a cigar pilgrimage through Central America.
You have
and
to.
Live. Yeah.
You have.
Yeah, that is one thing which I really want to do. I want to Then I want to attend the Banos Festival and, the various festivals in the Dominican and the Nicaragua.
Yeah, but these festivals are great. I love them. I miss them. I have enjoyed them. I've gone to the Habanos Festival. I went to Pro Cigar, and of course you meet a lot of people. You have a great time and you visit a lot of factories, and yeah, blah, blah, blah. That's very good. But I recommend you to visit it when there's no party. When they are really working and they are focused on what they're doing and not in what
Yeah, no, I
and
want to do both. Yeah.
And one of the impressions that I have from visiting factories is the smell of the factory, and it's very good because you're going to like it because the way you say it, because the smell of the factory, the smell of where they are rolling the cigars. It's like the end of the tobacco. Is the smell you are looking for.
Yeah. No, I can only imagine that must be amazing because every time I go into a walk-in humidor, I spend at least an hour there, just going through everything, and mostly I'm there for enjoying the aroma and the atmosphere in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a must do for you, and I would say for every cigar smoker in the world to visit at least once one cigar factory, because you are going to realize of a lot of things that you find in your cigars. And one thing, for example, that happens often is that when people visit a factory for the first time, they are they are astonished with how many people, so many people working, touching the leaf one by one.
Yeah.
A lot of people there working in the cigar and in the process, and when they go out of the factory, they say, "Oh, cigars are cheap." Cigars are very cheap because it's so complicated. The process is so complicated. There are so many people touching the cigars, the leaves. And you should do it.
I really want to. I really look forward to. As soon, I guess, once the pandemic is over and the world is back to normal, that's something that I'll be doing.
Yeah, we should say, Jeremiah, to organize something after the pandemic, but not with no more Zoom. A live show from Dominican Republic. Jeremiah.
Listen, when this pandemic comes to an end, and may God protect us all and speed things up, I think everything is going to be possible, because I believe that right now, through the pandemic, you see the God particle in human beings. You see how positive human beings can be during the hardest moments throughout history. And this might not be one of the worst, but this is certainly a very bad one. This is a very difficult one for a lot of people. And even in the roughest times, even when in the times when we're being cut off and sectioned off from the people we love and from doing what we do as human beings, we can still create magic. We can still have positivity. We can still be the human beings that we're meant to be. But when the pandemic is over, all hell breaks loose, man. And that box is going to open up, and God knows what's going to happen, because we've been held like a wild horse. Somebody's been holding those reins on us.
Yes. Once the pandemic is open, you can fear.
Exactly. So beware, guys, and guys and girls, because when this pandemic is over, Marifel's coming for you.
Yeah, we have all that's
looking forward
feeling,
to that.
yeah, looking for the end of this pandemic story to it's going to be like let's go, like I can imagine a sailor 6 months going around the world in the ship and arriving to the harbor for the first anything. Like, wow, let's go. No, it's one feeling that we all have, because these two meetings and the shows and this are very good. They have come to stay, of course, and they give us that chance that we said in the beginning, that talk from Karachi to Madrid and Brussels, Vienna at the same time, and share our feelings about cigars and all this. It's a great opportunity, but it is never going to substitute the social, the society, yeah, the hug of friend, kisses, being together in the same room.
Yeah, for sure. I couldn't agree more. So Javier, you've spent some time at a factory, right? What capacity was that in?
Did I what? Sorry.
You've spent some time on a cigar factory, right?
Yeah. I work for La Aurora. I work for La
Yeah.
Aurora in the Dominican Republic. For Guillermo León. I worked there for.
Were you in blending or were you in sales?
No. I was the artist.
Okay.
No. I respect a lot that work in La Aurora is made by Manuel Hinoa. He's the master blender. I have total respect for his work, and I never dare to give my opinion about what they're doing, because they are masters. They have been doing the same for years. They know a lot. Luis Lopez, one of the gallery responsibles in La Aurora, they of course they touch all the cigars that the rollers are making. They touch it, they do it like this, very fast to select. This is correct. No, this is wrong. And when you are with him, he's doing this checking, this quality checking very fast, and you take the cigar that is wrong, and you get it, and you touch it and say, why? You don't understand. It doesn't matter how much time you are touching the cigar, like, why is wrong? I say, yeah, look, and he's done it in 1 second, and you have to have respect for that, because they are masters. They are. No, in La Aurora, what I did, it was communication, and I was in the marketing department with Gustavo Velayos, and I was in charge of communication and part of the Cigar Institute, La Aurora Cigar Institute. I was doing, it's why my job is, I'm journalist, and my job is doing that. Is communication about cigars, which is in tobacco is very nice. A lot of people ask me, you are a journalist and you only talk about cigars, and they think that the issue is very limited, but they don't know that the issue is unlimited.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, it's unlimited. You have a different story behind every cigar, and a lot of things, new things to discover, and is well, you are moving now your social media, and you have to know this too.
For sure.
Yeah, that's so. But I had the chance to work there in La Aurora. I made a lot of friends. I met Jeremiah in La Aurora. The first time I met him was in El Centro León. You remember Jeremiah? In El Centro León, I made a conference about the León family.
I remember very fondly. The León family is an unbelievable family, going back many, many generations. In fact, for those who don't know, Guillermo's family was the first family in the Dominican Republic to manufacture cigars. And this family goes way back with my family. My grandfather was very, very good friends with Fernando León and Eduardo León. And then their son and nephew, Guillermo, took over the company and is now running La Aurora. But what an amazing, amazing company, and what a heritage. And Javier, I think you're blessed to have been part of that. Working for the León company and group of companies must have been incredibly interesting. These are people who put a lot of effort and a lot of commitment into preserving the heritage and the history of their family. They have several foundations. They have an enormous amount of work that goes into preserving some of the key ideologies and structures, and it's an enormous company with very, very bright people behind it. I'd love to hear a little bit more, Javier, about of your experience with the foundation. I remember clearly your speech you made and the presentation that you made at the it was in the Dominican Republic, and I remember that very fondly. And yeah, I mean, I remember seeing you that first time and thinking, holy shit, this guy can talk, and it was impressive.
Well, it was in the Centro León, in the museum that the León family gave to the city of Santiago de los Caballeros. The León family, you know, is an institution in that town because of what you said, the heritage, and of course I feel blessed for being part of that crew for the time I was there, and still feel part of the family. You know, Guillermo knows that I appreciate him a lot, and that I consider him my boss forever. Because, but I have to come back to Spain. I have to do it for personal reasons. And but I, you know, I enjoyed a lot my time in La Aurora. It was like a dream to work directly where my passion is born. You know, that's why I said, Amar, that he must go to a cigar factory.
No, absolutely, and a lot of amazing things came out of La Aurora. Even Jose Blanco came out of La Aurora, so you can imagine. Yeah. No, but joke aside, a lot of great people have come out of that company, and Guillermo is an exceptional human being. He's a gentleman, and I hope that he's going to be watching the show actually, and we can all send him all of our love, and we miss him very much. For those who haven't had the pleasure of meeting Mr. Guillermo León, I really hope you do. He's a gentleman and an exceptional human being.
Okay, so it's nearly 11 o'clock. Amar, it's been a pleasure to have this conversation with you.
I think that's fair.
I'm glad to meet you. I hope we can meet
truly
together.
Has, and it's been a great learning experience for me. For sure, really looking forward to that, and I would love to have all of you guys over in Pakistan for maybe a mini cigar festival in Pakistan.
Yeah. Maybe
It'd be great to have all the great people.
Yeah, maybe we meet in one of these parties. There are big parties, of course. Yeah, everyone should go at least one to the Pro Cigar Festival. You know, it's an amazing party. You have fun there. Maybe soon we could meet. We can meet in a Pro Cigar or in the Festival de La Habana or wherever. Yeah, it would be nice.
For sure. All right, guys, it's been a pleasure. And looking forward to speaking to you all again.
Amar, I just want to say, unfortunately, I couldn't hear the whole thing because at the hotel here, there's something.
Because at his age, he starts having some hearing problems. Yeah. But
hey, Amar, I hope one day we can meet in Dortmund, or maybe you can go to the PCA. And of course, we would love to have you in DRC and our farms, our factory, and everything. And I love to hear a passionate person like yourself, because like people like myself and Javier, we're getting old up in age, so we need the new the new generation. But I hope to meet you one day in person. Thank you for all.
So do I.
So and don't believe everything you hear from Jeremiah. He's just he hasn't been taking his medicine lately.
That's correct. I haven't. But Amar, whilst thank you, Jose, for those beautiful words. And Amar, whilst I still have you for a couple of seconds here, I'd like to thank you for being such a natural and such a determined ambassador for Cigar Rights of the World. Spreading that message and that love in Pakistan is very, very important, especially under the circumstances with the tax issues that you're facing right now. So that war that you're leading and getting all of those consumers to sign up and making sure that we have a voice, we have a body, we have a unified organization that could start putting pressure is very, very important. So thank you on behalf of the entire organization, and keep doing what you're doing. Ladies and gentlemen, Amar Ali, an enormous ambassador for Cigar Rights of the World. Amar, thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. It's been a pleasure.
Bye, Amar.
Bye, Javier. Great talk.